And good evening once again, fans. You're listening to the Death Naturals podcast. They're more than welcome to come on too anytime they want to come on.
Oh man, those girls pop good like.
Alright. It's a budget thing. Let's see what he's up to.
Thank you, man, and thank you for giving me the time.
Tune in right now.
And good evening, everyone. You're listening to another episode of the Death Naturals podcast. And my guest at this time, special guest of the hour, that man, Nasty Leroy, Nasty Nation representing worldwide.
You already know.
I know. Everybody knows, you're just the man of the Twitter. I mean, the man of the Instagram. The man on Twitter. I can't say David Starr because he was the original man of the Twitter, but I'm going to call you the man of the Twitter now and Instagram.
Hot 3 days in the quarantine.
Yes. Leroy. So, man, this is like a crazy opportunity for me, man. I'm a fan, of wrestling as well as you are, and I'm sure that you're getting super excited for your debut for one of my companies I love, GCW. It's like, are you ready for that? It's going to be so much fun. I'm going to get my ass to that show no matter what.
I've been dreaming about this moment for a long time, so yeah.
Mm-hmm. And it's an opportunity to shine, to get your name out there, Leroy,
Yeah. Been dreaming about this moment for years.
Mm-hmm. And actually, I was just talking to another guy who we'll talk business after, but Mr. Chainsaw Pro Wrestling would like to get you booked. He saw you on Instagram. I said, yeah, Leroy's all around. He's looking for bookings. I said, put him on a list, So,
cool.
It's out of Michigan, so that's pretty cool. I know Michigan has a lot of wrestling. You know that. We do.
Yeah.
Freelance to actually there's a lot of companies elsewhere. Everywhere. It's fucking everywhere. It's everywhere.
Midwest has a lot of wrestling, yeah.
Yeah. Like freelance in Chicago, Black Label Pro, like you always say, Leroy, whenever you talk to people, PWG, that's a promotion that you want to get to. I know it's like on a bucket list of promotions to wrestle, and I could see you tangling it up there, getting in the ring with some of those guys, the future talent. If you could go back in time and face like El Generico and like Kevin Steen and the guys who actually what the hell, oh God, there's so many guys in that company that we could name off the top of our heads.
Drake Younger, I would like to get in the ring with him, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Good old Drake.
Sammy Callahan,
Mm-hmm. The Death Machine. Was it Joey Ryan when he was really Joey Ryan, back in the day.
Him and Chance Ray when they had the World Kids tag team.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You just want to mix it up with whoever you can get your hands on.
Yeah. Wow.
So, challenge will be accepted. That day will come. For that man.
Test myself against the hottest and the best talent out there. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just like and your dream come true. This couple more weeks, it's coming up fast, Leroy. It's coming up fast. You'll be back in Jersey. You're born in Philly. Which is really cool. How you always tell people no, I'm Georgia, Philly. No, you always tell them you're not. Where you grew up.
Yeah, because I think a lot of people think because I lived here for a long time, people want me to be from, and my parents want me to be from Georgia, but I can't be from this state. I just can't. Once I found out that I was from, of course, when I found out that I was from Philly and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
not only found out, but it's documented. Documented that I'm from Philadelphia. So.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's what's up. Represent Eagles like we always do.
Eagles, Flyers, yeah.
Mm-hmm. The Phillies. Phillies.
Phillies, we're all Philly teams.
Which is pretty cool by me, Leroy. We have the affiliated, the team, the Phillies. They call it the Lakewood Blue Claws, but they're affiliated with the Phillies, and the Phillies, they play there. Like we get the guys, the up and coming talent, which is pretty cool.
Okay, cool.
It's like 5 minutes from my house. I watch that. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool to see who comes out of there, and the next stars and whatnot. But which is really cool. My sister's husband is a lawyer. He does all the comp cases for both Phillies and Eagles. I haven't got any comps yet. I'm waiting.
That's real cool.
So if I get those, then I'll hook it up with Leroy if he ever comes back to Jersey again. Go see a game.
Hell yeah.
But man, Leroy, you're just taking, and then you there's so many guys on that card. You look at that card, it looks it's stacked for the Game Changer show, the Backyard show.
Yeah.
And they keep on adding more people. Like it's like nonstop. And do you see who was on there? Up from Beyond?
Yeah. Jim Colorado is making his.
Yes.
I don't know if he's I don't know if he wrestled before. I never seen him wrestle.
Maybe Backyard back in the day, but we'll see. Drew has it.
He probably has. You never know. So I guess for right now we'll say making his return. I guess.
Mm-hmm. Which is interesting. Like you want, and how you were talking. You want to be a part of Beyond. Well, there you go. Maybe the one-on-one with Drew will happen. Right?
I gotta to get to my debut for the Game Changer. I'm gonna make my game debut, but I'm punching the promoter from Beyond in the face. Afterwards, can I have a job? He's like, still waking up. Waking up. Out of a cold dose of Master Rally. I'd love to work for you. And then he's like, I can't tell you. I'll tell you when I wake up, okay?
Wow, it's gonna be fun. I'm trying to get a ride with LSG because I don't drive either. Leroy sucks. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I try. I'm like I think I think after I come back from Jersey and stuff, I'm gonna really like. I've been trying to get my license, so I just think after this last time, I'm just gonna be like, give up,
Yeah. It's not for everybody, Leroy. It's not for everybody. I paid tolls all my life. Gas money, tolls. All my friends, they're willing to take me. They take us, which is a blessing in our families. But man, I'm seeing also on the card there's Cole Roderick. There's a young little Cole Roderick, a Ricky Shane Page. Like, what are these guys? Maybe you get their art. Ooh. No.
I met all of them at the past GCW show in Indiana.
Yeah. They're all cool. They're really cool, great guys, and great workers. They really can wrestle. Cole is like, he's on top of his game. Ricky is too. We know Ricky. Ricky's out RS Pussy, as they call it. There's a big clan of him and his other.
Yeah, a lot of hate that I saw.
Yes, a lot of booze. And I remember I was a part of the little riot there at the last show in Atlantic City with the beer bottles tossing and shit. It was great. This is great to throw it right at Gregory's face, and didn't phase him, But there'll be a lot of drinking.
So what are we talking about here on the podcast?
Everything, Leroy. You want everything, man. You're the guest of this podcast. Like anything, we could go deep. We could go back to how we grew up watching wrestling to this day and age that we love AEW big time. It's like we support a lot of promotions that we're blessed to watch, and a lot of our friends are actually wrestling for, which and it's just and from your first appearance, that launched like millions of people were expecting that, on national TV, and then he got the pop.
That shit was like
a dream come true. Also, I know it's like a dream. Like you just woke up and you're like, oh, I'm gonna be in front of the camera on TV.
Yeah. I say it was like really caught off guard, like being on AEW though.
Mm-hmm.
I say this all the time. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't expect to be on AEW. Did not expect it. Did not
Mm-hmm.
expect it. Like
No,
if you
but
had told me like I was gonna be on the AEW, I'd been like we gave you like hell yeah I am. But
mm-hmm.
like if it actually happened,
Mm-hmm.
I was like, because I
Mm-hmm.
was talking in the chat and I was just like,
Yeah.
yeah, one day I'll like that's one of my goals to get a Nightmare Factory jacket and a
Mm-hmm.
Nightmare Family jacket and be in AEW. One of my goals to be in AEW.
Mm-hmm. And then
I want to
Joey.
fight Cody Rhodes. I want to fight John Mox. I want to fight
Mhm.
all the top guys, of course.
Yeah.
You know, because you want to fight the best.
And you know who took you under your wing? Joey. Joey
Yeah,
was the man. He good friend. He really he's a cool dude. He's you know
Joey. It's a whole bunch of people. Joey,
yeah
QT,
yeah.
all of them, man.
Mm-hmm. You made a bond with them. You know you make a bond, and it's just like wow. You
Yeah,
juggle.
if I didn't if I didn't leave
Mm-hmm.
Robert Gibson school, well no, I did I went from AR Foxes to Robert Gibson.
Mm-hmm.
Then if I didn't read Robert Gibson, I probably wouldn't be in this position
Mm-hmm.
if I stayed at QT's place at the Power Factory back then when it was called the Power Factory.
Mm-hmm.
Now known as the Nightmare Factory.
I used to see QT wrestle all the time. You know local promotions, and the one actually that Joey worked for, he used to wrestle there too. It was NWS Carney Promotion, a little Carney promotion, you know. But then they went their different ways, you know. And then Game Changer came or GCW came around when it was GCW, and then and then QT went his way with Ring of Honor, and,
Yeah. So yeah,
which
I think both of them.
mm-hmm,
You was talking about that promo earlier. We was talking about that promo earlier about
mm.
I just like I was talking about MJF. Well,
Yeah, MJF is too much of a talker, man. Too much of a talker. He's a worst pro. He can't even cut a promo. He really can't. Like he's horrible.
but you know what he can't do? He can't tweet. Yeah, I seen the screenshot of him. He
Mm-hmm.
like lowercase and uppercase and like
Mm-hmm.
I was like, how?
Yeah.
No, I know how. This is Rat Bastard typing.
Mm-hmm. I'll never forget the time that I think I told you this, but I told you tell everybody on my podcast how one time at CZW he got I got a video of him I chopped him with Ricky Shane Page, and then one year I tossed toilet paper at his face, and he protested about banning the toilet paper at Combat Zone Wrestling, and then week goes by or 3 weeks go by. Guess who's on Twitter, and Brett helps me out. I get blocked. I get blocked by fucking MJF. I loved it. It was great. It was great.
Oh yeah, you got black too, so
Yeah, hey. He's not the person on Twitter, and you know it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
but
definitely know it.
nah, he's
But talking about that promo, like
Mm-hmm.
he December the 11th, I said it in the promo. He did crossroads, aka the double cross to my friend Clothesline.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, his name is Charlie, but I
Mm-hmm.
call him Clothesline because that's where I know him as. He introduced
Right.
me. It's like when I introduced myself as Nancy Leroy, I want you to know my name is Nancy Leroy. Now, calling out
Yes.
my government name, people.
Yeah, no president, no this, no that, no, yeah. How everybody goes along with it.
Yeah, fucking and KM's room and stuff.
Good
By
old
the way, he
KM.
bought my shirt actually. Appreciate Kevin for buying my shirt. It came in today. I saw it on Instagram. So
I'm get mine this week actually, Leroy. I'm gonna order one.
I appreciate that. But yeah. So
you're gonna get one of these too, Leroy. You're gonna get a free coaster from me. Ooh, finally for your beer. Ooh.
Yeah, that's good. I need a coaster for my beer.
Cozy for the beard. I got t-shirts too. I'll get you one. Gotcha.
Yeah. So I haven't forgot about that. I haven't forgot about what he done.
And then how rude of him to fucking say something on your birthday. How dare him? How dare him just to open up his gums to, he's never going to get a birthday wish from anybody,
He that didn't surprise me. That didn't surprise me. Actually, that
No.
kind of that
Yeah.
actually put it. They put item actually made me happy because I knew if he opened his mouth,
Hmm.
he's gonna probably do it at my birthday, and
Hmm.
I'm glad he opened his jibs to say call me a rat bastard because that is irony at best.
Hmm.
You gonna call somebody a rat bastard when you're a rat bastard yourself.
Yeah. Yeah. The list, that list, like you showed us, Leroy, a couple days, last 3 nights ago, we were in our little meeting chat, and that list has a lot of names on it that are, the rat bastard list, and it's going to grow and grow.
Hmm I got the list here, but
I know, I know. This come prepared. Don't Leroy, don't back down. Leroy,
mhm.
don't back down.
Oh,
But
always if you're a rat bastard, you add it to the list. I
hmm
got 3 lists. I tell people
hmm
3 lists that I have that are the rat bastard list,
hmm
the cold dose and natural list, and last of all, the list of the wrestlers that I respect and I want to get in the ring.
hmm yeah, there's so many. I know there's so many guys I could see. You want to face Mance Warner? You want to face Mance Warner? That's a guy I can see.
I think you know what. Talking to Mance,
Hmm.
uh, if we had to face each other, we would. But
Hmm.
I think he wants to tag with me a couple times, which would be
Hmm.
cool.
Hmm.
It's not
Yeah.
like we wouldn't. We I think not only because we hate MJF and we want to both punch him in the face.
Hmm.
We in the same mindset of if we have to fight each other, we will. But
Hmm.
if the
Or.
opportunity comes to tag up
Hmm.
and fight MJF and his boys, we'll do that too.
Hmm.
We
Yeah.
like to fight.
Hmm. Or I could see you tagging with the Nate Webb. You know,
Yeah, I'll tag the Nate Rab, sure. Yeah.
he's great. He's great people, man. He's, his band Wheatus is awesome. Like supports him way.
Yeah,
Grant.
I
It's Hey, remember that night that he did he got on and did a thing on the Janela Zone. That was pretty cool. The
I did it with him and stuff. Yeah,
that was awesome. I was
Nate
there for the
Webb
I'm
and the
I
lead
was
singer Wheatus. Yeah,
I was there for the New York show when he was there. That was so cool just to see all that happen, and when Marco made his debut, jumping over the guardrail, you know,
the
good.
iconic debut,
Mm-hmm. The iconic debut for a little.
the line that will always be heard.
Mm-hmm. Have you
About the
have
I'm
you
old enough to fuck your mom.
mm-hmm. Did you watch that pay-per-view? Have you watched I know you've been studying up on your
Yeah, I
game.
watched that pay per view. It was a good pay per view. Lost in New
Mhm.
York. Yeah,
Yeah, that's a good one. There's so many good ones. Joey's Farewell was good too. That was a
mm-hmm.
good show with
I've been watching a lot of IWTV.
mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff, There's some good stuff. Check out Mr. Chainsaw Pro Wrestling too when you get a chance to check that out. I'll
Okay,
send
I'll
you a
check
link.
it out.
I'll remind you. I'll send you a link for it.
Okay, I will
Because that
definitely check
because
it out.
that because the guy wants to have you come down, and I said you would be perfect he'd love to have you, perform. I was like, if Leroy goes, you know what? I'm making a vacation. I'll even go. They're doing a drive-in theater show for this week too, which is ultimately just sold out. So that's pretty cool.
Oh, it has. Oh, okay, I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm. I'll tell you what, these drive-in theater shows lately are popping up everywhere, Leroy. For wrestling, it's a good way, for fans to see it. The ring is there too. It's cool. It's a cool concept.
I think so too.
I mean, like Game Changer. Oh, I mean, not Game Changer. Excuse me. ICW is doing that. The No Holds Barred shit. They're doing that in Atlantic City. I wish I'm not even bothering because it's a tourist town. It's jam packed with everybody's going to be there this week. But I'll watch
Yeah,
on.
speaking of that, I've always wanted to wrestle for them too. Ever since
Mm-hmm.
I've seen it's not like years like GCW, but ever since
Mm-hmm.
I've seen the No Holds Bar
Mm-hmm.
one episode, I was like, man, that seems pretty cool. I would like to wrestle there.
I'll tell you what. I was at the one show in Jersey City. I went to the show, and Nick Gage and Tessa Blanchard were there. And I'm up in the balcony. Nick's yelling at me. Yo, I said, who the fucking man? Like, I got Nick's fucking an awesome guy. He's real respectful, cool guy behind the scenes. Like everybody doesn't know that. Nick Gage is pretty cool.
Oh yeah. I got the written to that in person. I went up there and met him and told him, hey, I'm gonna be Davey. And he said, that's cool as hell, man. That's what he's like. Yeah, that's cool as hell. Welcome to the team. Welcome to GCW. So
you met the whole roster almost. You probably met
almost.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's the people that wasn't on that I haven't met, but
you'll get to meet them.
Yeah, I met Effie. I met
good old Effie. Effie is he's a character, man. He's I could see you tagging with him.
yeah, I definitely could tag with him because our philosophies are in the same of wrestling. Like, he wants to bring people that are, he wants to bring more outside people into independent wrestling, and I'm all about that too. I have a lot of outside people that are not even wrestling fans, but they know my stuff. So they like, all right, I'm gonna go see Nash Leroy. And, I have yet to even because what's going on and everything, but I've yet to when everything does clear up, like when I invite everybody that I know, I think a lot of people will be like, even I think some will probably will start to come back as fans, or some will like other people. Oh yeah, I went to go see Nash Leroy, but I became a fan of this person and that person and that person. So that's what
it's like me, Leroy. When I first saw you on IG, we became friends. It's like you get all these friends out of it. You make a family, and Nasty Nation's a team, and we support you.
It's all. Nasty Nation's not just you're not just members, or you're not just.
It's family. It's like a family. It's a family that gets together, and when you can get together. If you can't get together, if you're down in the blues, we pick you up, and everybody has those days, and we need that.
Yeah, it's like not only just friends and family just talking together. It's not like where where other people have fans. Like, oh, these are just my fans. Like, no, these are my friends. Like. It's like the friends are like a family and stuff. So,
It's like LSG, man. Like, look how back he wrestled. Came and you trained with him, or like he saw you, and But then you guys.
I know LSG for a little bit, but we used to have a competitive rivalry, not like each other that much, and then during this quarantine time, we got better friends.
Yep. Damn fucking. He got you with that damn fucking notice, remember?
Yeah.
You'll never let that down. Never let that down. That little fucking kids. Goddamn kid. No Leroy kids. Nope. Nothing. That was great. That was a great night for that. That made you think, what the fuck's going on here? I'm not the dad. I don't remember having kids. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, and another guy, KM. Now there's another guy that really is a great. I know him too from going to shows younger as well. He's a good guy. And you're going to be debuting in Alaska. Gosh, Leroy, look at you. I need to go to that show. I think everybody that is a part of the Instagram.
Yeah, this will be the first time I ever. This is not many people get to do. Not many people get to wrestle in Alaska.
Did you see who LSG is facing? They just announced Fabala.
Oh, he's wrestling Falaba.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel bad for feel bad for LSG. He might get the old squisheroo.
Hey, listen. He's just gonna have to. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna be kind of taking jabs at him after he comes from the match. Every time he's icing up, I was like, "Well, you wanted to take that match. How you really feeling that?"
Be glad it's not you, Leroy. Be glad it's not you.
No, I'm glad it's not me either. So
No, gosh, but that card is so cool. I can't wait for that. I would love to go to that. If not, I'll watch it on IWTV. Yeah, but
yeah, my dad's gonna watch it on IWTV. So
yeah, a lot of people will be supporting you, and a lot of people are going to actually be there. I think from the chat, which is really cool. The ITV.
I know Terrence is gonna be there.
Yeah, a lot of people said they're coming. So maybe I'll have to look at my calendar. Take a little flight to Alaska. You know, I like the cold weather. I like the cold weather. So,
talking to Brian,
mm-hmm.
he lives in Alaska, and
he does.
He's as like I'm looking forward to see you come in Alaska. I'm a member of the Nasty Nation, so I was like, all right, cool.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the I like to say this, the nasty, what we call it, this is what we call it, the Nasty Takeover World Tour.
Yeah.
The Nasty Takeover World Tour.
Mm-hmm.
And I have shirts with all the cities on there.
Mm-hmm.
So so look out for that. Put that on Pro Wrestling Tees.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Some more T-shirts coming soon, right, Leroy?
Yeah, more T-shirts. That's just one of the T-shirts that I have, like the touring T-shirts and stuff.
That bird shirt is hot seller, man. That's
so we got more designs. I got the ticket, the Pound Town T-shirt.
Mm-hmm.
So, man, we got a lot of hot fire coming out.
Mm-hmm. Got to get you a sign with my. I can actually make you affiliate. If I could get you affiliated with Collar and Elbow too.
Oh, that'd be pretty cool.
I could set you up with that, Leroy. You could get paid by Al Snow too. How's that?
That'd be pretty cool. Hey, listen, I ain't turning down no money.
Nope, money comes in our pockets and it helps us. You know.
Hey, listen, I ain't turning down no. I like Collar and Elbow. They like good brand. I've seen their stuff before.
Mm-hmm. I'm always wearing their hats and just whatever. Too many damn T-shirts in our collection, Leroy. Do you know that? I got too many.
I love T-shirts though.
Yeah. I got too many old school T-shirts and shit.
I love T-shirts. I love wearing T-shirts. That's what I told Martin. I said, I love your T-shirts. I love your logo. I like to get a T-shirt. He was like, yeah, I got you. When I see you, I'll give you a T-shirt. And here we go.
Yeah. I'll get you one of mine. With the skull on it. I mean, the tombstone is pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
I like the tombstone. The tombstone.
Actually, Effie wore it one time. He actually it was pretty funny in a promo.
Wore it one time.
Spider Nate Web.
Okay. Yeah.
Spider Nate Web board and
Spider Nate Web. He's cooking in the kitchen. I was watching that. Yeah, I was watching that.
Yeah, he's got a cool little thing there. I like that. Everybody needs to be checking that out. It's Cooking in the Kitchen with Nate Webb on Fight TV. Yeah, or not Fight TV.
And IWTV too.
Yeah, IWTV. That's what we need to get sponsored too. I want to talk to them. Be like, I want to be a part of your team. Because I already mentioned it.
Hell yeah.
But Leroy,
I think the most Fight TV is going to see is like a lot of buys for GCW backyard.
It's going to be something else, man. If your fans aren't going to be tuned in, you're going to miss out on something special because that man
is going to be on there making a debut.
All right, Leroy.
Anticipated debut in GCW and in pro wrestling history. There you go.
Want to close out, Leroy? That's it. I'm done.
Oh yeah, let me shout out all my social medias and all that kind of stuff.
And give Deathmatch Russell a plug, right?
No doubt. I'll do a little plug for you.
All right.
You can check all my social media stuff in the link tree in my bio on Instagram and Twitter. My podcast, the Nasty Rally Podcast, my Twitter, that Nasty Leroy, and
I got
also on that Nasty Leroy. You can also follow me on Instagram at Official Nasty Leroy. You can also follow this podcast and all their social media stuff in the links in the bio. In the links in the little bio thing. Yeah, right there.
Yeah, there. Yeah.
Right there. You follow those good people. Not only that, you subscribe to this podcast. Not only that you subscribe to this podcast, if you don't, You really on some MJF stuff right now. Rat Bastard stuff. And so my name is Nancy with aka That Man, aka That Nasty Man, your girlfriend's favorite wrestler, the Nasty American Dream, and hitting these ladies
State by state, Leroy.
state by state,
I like that.
place to place, and laying down and in the bed with your girl on a Wednesday night. And sometimes it might be Friday night. But when it is on Wednesday night, it's going to be Dynamite. And she's going to be next to me. NXT me. Anyway. And also, before I go, if you not have been a member of the Nasty Nation, I don't know what you're waiting for. I don't know what I need to tell you. You're going to see this face all over the wrestling world, except for a certain company in Connecticut. We ain't appearing there. Other than that, all you need to do is listen to the Deathmatch Wrestle podcast. And also, you need to check me out on Instagram Live.
And don't
every
forget
Friday.
Yeah.
Every Friday and Saturday. Joy Janela.
Or wait a minute, Leroy. Very soon, your podcast, you're launching it.
Oh yeah, I got my podcast already. I'm really doing episodes of Nasty Rally podcast. You can check me out. I'm actually gonna have a lot of my friends in and outside of wrestling. So we're gonna be talking about wrestling and all kinds of stuff. So you want to check that out, the Nasty Rally podcast. Mm-hmm. You never know who I might have on. I might have on pro wrestlers. I might have on porn stars. You never know.
Our buddy just speaking of Nate Webb, he just retweeted us right now. All right. Nice.
Shout out to Nate Webb. Shout out to BTW.
Yeah.
And look for it. If you want to know who is that man, you can. I told you where to follow me anyway. Order the pay-per-view. Fight TV. I'll be making my debut.
And just go
Backyard Wrestling too.
And fans, just remember to go to prowrestlingtees.com/nasty. You know, if you can find it on Nasty Leroy, just type that in search on Pro Wrestling Tees and order yourself a Nasty Leroy t-shirt, and much more will come on the Nasty Leroy merchandise.
Brand, that is.
Yeah, the merchandise lineup, you know.
And also, just go, if you want to see me, you want to see my action, you see I'm a good talker. Well, I'm also a good wrestler and a good fighter. So you can see me at the Backyard Wrestling Show 2, Game Changer Wrestling, Fight TV. You know what it is. And I'm going to be definitely giving somebody a cold dose of Nasty Rally.
Not only Game Changer Wrestling, Wrestle Pro in Alaska. Ooh.
Wrestle Pro in Alaska, too. And also, when all this stuff clears up on AEW on Dynamite sometimes, you never know when you're going to see that man.
Leroy, I shall say thank you for coming on the podcast, and maybe I'll see you later in our little chat. I think we're all getting together tonight.
Maybe so.
I think we're all playing rock, paper, scissors again. So
maybe so. Anyway.
Yeah. Goodbye, everyone.
Stay nasty, my friends.
Later. Thank you, Leroy. Fans, what a great night. That was awesome. That was the nasty one. Nasty Leroy, the one and only, a.k.a. That Man. I want to say thank you for him for coming on the podcast tonight. We had so much fun. I'm going to exit this out of here because he's still here. But yeah, fans, thank you for tuning in and have a good night. No. Not only will you catch Beyond Wrestling, not this Game Changer Wrestling. What is it coming up? Yeah, Saturday, July 4th. The big show, and we'll be seeing a lot of action as well. And fans, thank you for listening to the Deathmatch Russell podcast. We will be my next guest this next week will be El Ridiculoso on Tuesday night. Fans, check that out. And have a good night, everyone. Thank you for listening to the Deathmatch Russell podcast. Tune in next time. You can find more Deathmatch Russell podcasts on the following social media: deathmatchrussell.com, follow on Twitter at DavidNJ32, and on Facebook, facebook.com/DJDaveNJ32.
Instagram at DavidNJ36.
Hey, wrestling fans, I want to mention Collar and Elbow. Collar and Elbow was founded on traditional values of professional wrestling. Two entities working together to create a product intended to connect with people on an emotional level, a symbiotic relationship where one cannot flourish without the other. We strive to create a product that embodies our passion for professional wrestling expressed through street fashion. Visit collarandelbowbrand.com and use the promo code Deathmatch Russell Podcast and save 10% off when you make a purchase. Collar and Elbow, where wrestling passion meets street fashion.
Me on Podcast City Network at podcastcity.net, facebook.com/Podcast City Network. Hit the like button and share. And on Twitter at Podcast City Net. You can hear Deathmatch Russell Podcast on Stitcher Radio and on iTunes.